Say no to anything that doesn't support your immediate goals. 41% of what goes on a to-do list never gets done. It's like that to-do list is a graveyard, important, but not urgent. And when you really realize how valuable a minute like money is, we can lose it. That's why here at EcoNews we'll tell you 15 secrets that successful people know about time management. Productivity habits that will help you have more control over the time you have every day. Before starting the video, I invite you to give us a like. By the way, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss more content like this. Now, let's get started. We all have the same amount of time, but some of us just waste it or don't make good use of it. It is our goal, our hope, that by the end of this chapter you can see how much time you have in the day and that you can use it to your advantage. Golden tip 1. Time is your most valuable and scarce resource. 1,440 minutes can change your life, and that's how much time we have in a single day. And although most people do not carry out these 15 secrets, the common trait is that they always talk about minutes and the value of time. The bad thing about all this is when you really realize how valuable a minute is, as much as it is money, and we can lose it. Time is life, and if it's gone, life is gone. So in 1 minute you can change everything. For your health, do some push-ups or take a deep breath and think about your relationships. Tell someone you love them or that you are grateful in business. It takes 1 minute to have a great idea, and all at once you will understand that you are not going to let people steal your time anymore. With all the several-minute meetings or other trivial things, every day has a certain amount of minutes that I have at my disposal, and much of it is wasted. So if you capitalize on the time you have, you'll realize how much you can get done. Golden tip 2. Identify your most important tasks and do them first. The most important tasks, according to MIT, is to know what is that project that will double the size of your business, which will give you the promotion or maximize your bonus at work. What do you master, and what will you do today? Then we will have to get into that discipline of scheduling time to work on our tasks first thing in the morning. Behavioral psychologist Daniel says that our best time is during a 2-hour period in the morning. We are at our best cognitively, but what most of us do when we are at work is opening mails. We start working on everyone else pending. We answer their emails, yes, all of that. Before we answer texts to you, from listening to voicemails, from sending email, yes, we should work on our pending. If you want to keep seeing content like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on the little notification bell so YouTube will alert you when we upload new content. Golden tip 3. Work with your calendar, not from a list. Stop using a list. I asked everyone who became a multimillionaire what their #1 secret was. They could have said anything, and none of them mentioned a to-do list. In an interview, the millionaire people said the following: "We'll give you a tip. Working from a calendar is much better and more organized. To-do lists are a graveyard, important things, but not urgent." The great advice is, if you really want to get something done, pick one day at a time and then live from your calendar. Golden tip 4. To overcome procrastination, defeat your future self. So we have to think really hard about how our future badass version is and risk our best intentions. Let's take an example. Let's say we want to start jogging. We want to exercise. Well, our evil self. Now that my alarm doesn't go off, how do I fight it? I'll put my alarm phone in another room and literally have to get out of bed to turn it off. And that evil self will say, okay, I don't know where my tennis shoes are. I better work out tomorrow. In that case, you'll know that placing your tennis shoes next to your bed is the best option. In fact, I'll sleep in athletic clothes, and then I'll just put on my sneakers, and I'll be ready to go. Okay, we just have to think about all the ways we procrastinate, the excuses, and try to overcome those in this present moment. Golden tip 5. There is always more to do, as there will always be more to do. Andy Group, founder and CEO of NL, said, "My day ends when I'm tired and ready to go home, not when I'm done, because it never ended. A manager's work is never done. There is always more to do and more than can be done. Maybe we say we would work 10 hours one day, 12 hours another, or maybe 6 hours. Whatever you decide is intentional, and realize that you should allocate minutes to your health, the gym, your relationship, including that date night, or also time to your kids. Golden tip 6. Keep a notebook. Richard Branson writes too much in his. He says his most important possession is his little notebook, which is how he built the Virgin brand. Many people swear there is power in making little notes. Whether it's a journal or meeting notes or book wisdom, reading, it really is life-changing. One thing David Allen says is that the mind is best used to process different ideas, not to retain information. You will be surprised when you carry a notebook with you, how much information comes into your mind that you want to capture. Well, when you start capturing information, you will notice how much junk you have stored and how much good data is lost or gone. And that ruins the ability to allow the mind to free itself to process new information, which is the best state of mind for the mind. Tell us in comments which tip you follow and which one you would add. Remember to give us a like and we'll be happy to read you. Golden tip 7. Control your inbox. To be honest, many of us use email inbox, text messages, and many other social networks. Like a little dopamine releasing reward. It's like playing a slot machine. It feels so good. Okay, send email, texts, and all that, but do it when you want to. No, because someone else is calling you. Don't be so quick to pick up your phone and answer when it rings. Treat your emails like everyone else 3 times a day. Morning, noon, and night. The times don't matter much. The idea is to be intentional. By the way, turn off notifications if you're out there. Silence your phone for a while. Many of them just serve as a distraction. Golden tip 8. Schedule and attend meetings as a last resort. Now we can't be like Mark Cuban and just say no to our boss or other people about meetings, but we can say no more often. We can say no to various things. Say no to meetings before noon. For example, we'll work hard in the morning and then work collaboratively in the afternoon. And if you have to say yes to a meeting, say no to long meetings. Again, Richard Branson said, there are few meetings that need to last more than 5 or 10 minutes, and that's not the idea. Say no as often as possible, at least one day a week. Say no to long meetings. Golden tip 9. Say no to everything that doesn't support your immediate goals. This is not being rude, but the most successful people know how much they are worth, what their goals are, and fill their calendar with things that will get them there. They don't leave time for anything else there. You know, we're trained from a very young age to like to help. They tell you it's good to help others. They tell you it's good to help, so you don't want to be rude. Being good at saying no and doing it in a polite and delicate way is something that many of you have to do. Golden tip 10. Follow the powerful Pareto principle. The Pareto principle, better known as the 80-20 rule, is the idea that gives the most results in almost any activity. Increase the result to 80% when it comes from 20% activity. So it's actually pausing, slowing down, and looking at all the work you do to build your business, to get the work done. You know what those few tasks are that give you the most results. Just focus on that. Golden tip 11. Focus on your strengths and your passions. We really need to remember the power of delegating. You know, I'm a perfectionism, so no one can do anything as well as I do and do my best to do it well. The reality is that can be true. We need to realize that. Think about Rule 80-20. This feeds into this. Yes, I delegated it to someone on my team. It may not be perfect, but if it's 80% to perfect it, I need to be okay with that and let it go, because that frees up all my time. Golden tip 12. Group your work with recurring themes. You should read the book Innovative Entrepreneurs, where they assign different themes to their office, where employees really focus on a specific type of work. A well-known consultant to advisors, Dan Sullivan, talks about entrepreneurs should have buffer-focused days. These are days of taking action, days where you do your most important activities, usually related to sales or revenue. But no matter what, it's the day to catch up on phone calls, email, signing paperwork, and all the other administrative tasks to be done. And then there are the days off when you don't work, where you rest and recharge. That's what Olympic athletes talk about. Golden tip 13. If you can do a task in less than 5 minutes, do it right away. This boils down to the principle of doing it fast. It can be something as simple as checking the mail, the bills, or tidying up the room you sleep in. Quick tasks that don't take you long to finish. Doing it immediately will help you successfully optimize your time, and in turn you will have plenty of time to do other more urgent tasks. Golden tip 14. Routinely use your mornings to strengthen your mind, body, and spirit. Having an orderly mind, a healthy body, and a peaceful spirit is the best tip you can hear. A person who is not well and has a very disordered mind becomes a restless person who lives daily under high levels of stress. On the other hand, being at peace with yourself not only helps you to have a healthier life, but also to have more control over it and how you exercise the time we have every day. Last but not least, the golden 15th tip. Productivity is about energy and focus, not time. We all have the same 1,440 minutes a day. There is no more to it than that. It's not just about time management. The idea is to take care of our bodies with cardio, plenty of water, and deep sleep. Also, the most productive people take more breaks. We are designed to like running, so there are many people who use the well-known Pomodoro technique. You simply run for 25 minutes. You stop and you walk around to get some air, to get some water and rest. The idea is to spend more time on a single task and give it fully focused attention. These were the 15 secrets that successful people have about time. If you liked the video, leave us a comment and give us a like. By the way, subscribe to the channel by activating the notification bell so you don't miss more content like this. See you in the next video.